Previously on the Gamemasters Guild.
In an instant, all is quiet once more, and the boy is gone, leaving only the playing card as proof of his existence here. You get an email from the Lynch's Crossing Times. Missing child disappeared in the night.
A child goes missing.
That's nothing new, especially around here.
Why would I want to believe some random chick that keeps coming up with documents in, like, DNA forms?
You have never been a fan of proof, as they say. Upon opening this envelope, there is nothing but a white poker chip.
Gigi, where are you taking me today? That pencil, the one you're using to scribble, meaningless nothing. Throw it at someone!
You overhear a conversation. I don't know what's going on, man. Something's weird in town. Well, it seems like we found you.
Well, Jim, you want to hang out tonight? We're gonna be working.
It's the owls, Cassidy.
What are you on this time?
They got them eyes.
And with that, Gigi, you got any more classes today? We're kind of solidly in the afternoon at this point. What do you have going on?
Work. Library, yep.
Okay, so you're set up at the library. And what do you do at the library?
Desk job.
Desk job, okay.
Kind of like helping students find what they need, sitting at the desk, helping them, whatever they need, stuff.
Okay, cool. So you're sorting through the catalog on the computer. You're just kind of going through all the different books that you all have and new releases and things that people need to return. And you're sorting through the different books, and one of the books in the late return section catches your eye because you don't remember the school library ever keeping this book, or really any books on the occult at all. You see the Lesser Key of Solomon amongst the books that are out late. Even weirder still, this book has a late return date from several years ago, and the date on the original checkout date for the book seems to line up with when you made your deal with your patron.
They're going to see that date because they're going to flip through it and they're just going to stop and they're going to freeze for a minute. What the actual hell?
What troubles you, Gigi?
You can see this shit, right?
I can.
Why does this match this?
Do you recall how we came to meet?
Not really.
Do you remember anything from that day?
Bits and pieces, and I don't have very good recollection of it considering the circumstances.
What do you know of that book?
It seems familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. I know know.
Allow me to explain. That book, Gigi, was compiled hundreds of years ago, made up of text collected from various cults and demon-worshipping religions. It chronicles methods and incantations necessary for summoning those of my kind. This text, the Lesser Key of Solomon, has a particular section devoted to the summoning of demons, the Ars Goetia. That text, Gigi, is how we came to meet.
I know what I was in search of. I was desperate.
Do you remember my name?
I've never called you by your name, and you know how touchy our relationship can be. It's not great. considering the English lit this morning.
Just a game, Gigi. Nothing to worry yourself over. You got away, didn't you?
Yeah, because I ran.
That book, Gigi. You must find who checked it out.
On the same day, I'd probably had something to do with me.
My name, Gigi, is Amdusius. You must find that book.
And I will. It's kind of part of my job, too.
As long as we are on the same page.
Hilarious. Pun intended.
I do not get the joke.
Never,
Oh,
never mind.
it is a joke about books.
Yeah, it is. It is.
This is humorous.
It can be sometimes. I'll find the book. You'll know.
Yes. Yes, I will. May I ask you something, Gigi?
What is it this time?
Do you know of the odd happenings in this town?
You mean the boy that went missing last night and the people before?
Yes.
Yes, I know about them. As much as the news outlets have told me.
Don't you think it's odd?
No shit, I think it's odd. People don't just snap and disappear. I mean, people keep their conspiracies, but something clearly isn't right.
We should investigate. Tonight.
It's not a bad idea. Once I get off work.
Yes. There are others who seek answers. You will find them at the Pump and Go gas station.
It's tonight, so I just have to go to the Pump and Go and meet these random people.
Yes.
Stellar.
You will know who you seek when you get there.
Probably because you'll be in my ear about it, but yeah, thanks.
I trust your intuition.
And you return to your work. The hours pass much faster as you get into your work. You call students,
Yep.
But that late book just kind of sits in the back of your mind the entire time. What does the Lesser Key of Solomon have to do with any of this? What does some hokey book on the occult have to do with any of this? Or to do with Amdusius or with the missing children? And why has it taken, so many years for anybody to even bother to look into this missing book? All of those questions rattle in your head as you finish up your work. And before you know it, your time is up. What do you do?
I think they're gonna put things away, help any straggling students from the library, and they're gonna collect their things. Once again, they're gonna just kind of slide on their jacket. They're gonna button up their jacket. They're gonna throw over their tote bag over their shoulder. They're gonna go downstairs out of the library, and they're going to very pensively go to the Pump and Go because of all that stuff that's just rattling in their mind, and they don't know who they're looking for or what they're looking for. So they're very confused, and they're probably also going to get dinner there since they're forced to go. So they're like, you know what? Might as well grab a bite to eat and meet these lovely strangers.
Excellent. Barney, you've had a lot of time to ruminate on your recent delivery. It's been a few hours since you looked through your mail. What have you done?
So by now I'm clearly dressed, but I am looking kind of worn out. Like my hair is kind of fallen into my face, and I have my whole big library full of my different books, but mostly all my occult books and everything are strewn out against the table, like almost every one I have, which is the majority of my collection, trying to find some kind of way that I can either prevent the person that sent me the black letter from being able to approach me or to be able to find me even faster. I'm looking for anything that might help me, trying to find some kind of ward or blocking thing that might help me. And so far I've come up with nothing, going through my millions of books that I've collected over time and time and time again. And there's just nothing I can find
So you're picking through your library.
Yeah.
And you have a massive collection of books on the occult, books on demonology, books on mysticism and magic that you've collected over a very long time. And as you're pouring through your books, a book seems to jump out at you. A copy of the Lesser Key of Solomon.
The book that started it all. How nice. Good to see that this one's still sticking true. I look through the book, and I end up looking at one of the pages that hit too close to home, just staring at it. I'm kind of holding on to the poker chip that I have around my neck, like how a person would hold on to like a cross or some kind of charm that's important to them. And I'm just sitting there, like standing there over the book, like with my hand on the table, just reading, contemplating on like, what am I going to do next? Like, how do I stop this from happening?
And on cue, as you're poring over the page, you hear a familiar voice.
What you reading, Barney?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, I very much would, considering it has to do with me.
Don't you have other people to pester?
Oh, Faust, you are my favorite, though.
My favorite. I have other things to do than mess with you and try to take my soul and all that good stuff. I have other things I need to do.
You owe a debt, Barnabas.
I don't owe you shit. I've made it kind of obvious that I deserve to live longer, don't you think?
No, frankly, I don't. Do you know how many more people over the millennia that you have tromped this planet, undeserving, who have been more
Worthy.
of the boon of mammon, and yet you have just taken it and run?
And I'm gonna keep doing that as long as I can, so leave me be!
You owe me, Barnabas. And I'm going to continue to take from you until I have what I am owed.
What are you gonna take from me now? Nothing? There's nothing that I have that you want!
You have family, Barnabas.
Oh, I don't have any family. Just because you might have heard the rumor of this girl going around saying, oh, I got papers, I got this, look, we're related somehow, well down the line. That doesn't mean anything, Mammon.
You mortals are hilarious. You can lull yourself into believing that everything that's happened since you were granted immortality is meaningless, is just a big ball of nothing. But time moves on, Barnabas. The world moves on. Your family that you left behind on your pursuit of fame and glory continued to prosper without you. You have relatives. Distant, but relatives all the same. And I can manipulate them, Barnabas. I can hurt them. I can take them.
I just want to keep living my life how I seem fit, making money and keeping my name known. Why do I need to worry myself with their problems? I don't.
One of these days, It might not be today, or tomorrow, or a week, or a month, or a year, or 10 years, or a century from now, Barney. But your mistakes, your transgressions, your hate will catch up to you when I collect what I am owed, and you will meet every soul you forsook in hell, Barney. I'll leave you with this, Barney. I met one of your relatives recently. Or rather, one of my agents became acquainted with a member of your family.
The girl that claims to be related to me. You can say whatever you want to try and get me to go along with your plan and say, ooh, I finally give up after all this long game of cat and mouse, but, I don't care. There's nothing this girl or your little agent can do. I've been living for forever, Mammon.
After all this time, Barney, did you maybe consider the reason that you've been allowed to stay alive this long is because I prefer the chase?
Barney is clearly shaken. He's like, he knew this always in the back of his mind, but he always liked to keep this front. So, he's physically shaking now from the anger and the fear of everything and trying not to actually face it. And so he's trying to come back with some kind of quip or joke or something they can get out of it with, but nothing's coming to mind.
And before you snap back with a quippy comment, maybe my visit today is to provide you with some solace in your inevitable afterlife. Maybe I'm admitting to a mistake. Maybe I'm telling you that the hell that I've unleashed on your family is maybe a bit more than I anticipated. I have seen where this child will end up without your intervention. And let's just say that when you inevitably greet her in hell, it will not be good for you. Goodbye, Faust. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, right. See you. Ah. Shit. I slam the book shut and just kind of pace and concerned on what to do at this point. Not very sure.
Is there something the matter, Master?
No, Jeeves. Do you mind getting a pot of tea?
Not at all, Master. Your usual Earl Grey, 2 sugars, sir.
Yes, please. That would be great.
On it, sir.
And Jeeves heads into the kitchen to brew you some tea.
So now that I'm just kind of contemplating, and I think about the letter that I got from the girl because it was mixed in with that fan letter, and I'm just reading it on how, yet again, she's claiming that we're related, and I can't put a finger on it or don't want to believe what she says. And like I said earlier, I have no technology in the house. There's nothing here, so I have no real way of finding it. So I decide.
Roll me plus sharp, please.
Plus sharp. It's a 7.
That is a mixed success. I'm going to say that you, in your frustration, as Jeeves brings in your tea, you kind of gesture with your arms, kind of flippantly, knocking the tray of tea out of Jeeves' hands. Mm-hmm. And as the hot tea spills onto your beautifully lacquered floors, you notice a flyer.
Oh, hell no. I know you have a part of this. I know you do. I'm just like, so Barney's just in the little library, just talking out loud, totally forgetting the butler's there, and his rage of anger is like, I know you want me to do this, and I really don't want to, but probably to prevent you from harming me anymore, I'm gonna go here.
Master.
Oh, hello. Yes.
Would you very much mind if I called an ambulance? The boiling water is scalding, Master.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I didn't mean to burn you.
Of course, Master. I will be at the hospital if you need me.
I hope you heal all right.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
And workers' comp, too, of course.
Right, Master.
I'm going to be leaving the house for the evening. I'm going to go to this pump and go? I don't know. It's a sign. It's a sign.
Have fun at the gas station, Master. I'll be at the hospital if you need me.
Thank you, Jeeves.
You are headed to the gas station then?
Yes. I go to the gas station. I get in my nice, luxurious Jaguar, and I drive to the gas station.
Excellent.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. This is Dravin Gibson, your storyteller. Thank you so much for listening to episode 2 of our podcast. Hope you've been enjoying it so far. We're going to take a quick commercial break to talk about our sponsors and talk about some comments from episode 1. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for the reception of the early release of episode 1. We're pre-recording all of these way ahead of time, but episode 2 should have just released, so we really hope you're enjoying it. From the feedback that we've received so far from the early release of episode 1, everyone seems to be enjoying the show, and I want to thank you all so much for that. It has been a labor of love for all of us, and it means a lot to know that work has been appreciated. As always, this show is made possible by Glenville State University. Through Glenville State's newly launched podcast program, we're able to work together with students, faculty, and staff to produce high-quality entertainment from all across every genre of media, whether it's tabletop storytelling like we do here, to the Pioneer Coaches Show, to shows from any genre you can imagine. Our podcast program is capable of making that happen. If you are a student on campus now, faculty, staff, or you're a potential student that's looking for some way to pioneer your future, Glenville State has what you're looking for. Head to Glenville.edu to learn more. That's GLENVILLE.edu to learn more. This show and many others are recorded, edited, and produced by Pioneer Media, Glenville State's broadcasting department. A few student workers that made this episode possible: William Mullins and Allison Boggs, who plays Barney Fitz in our show. This show would not be possible without their support and without the generous support of people like you. So thank you very much for making this show a success. So we've got one comment that I'd like to read on YouTube. We haven't received a ton of comments. New show. I'm not expecting a ton of engagement yet. But we did receive one comment from a unique viewer, that being Immortal Draken on YouTube. Shout out to you. We had Big Al is the best character. We want more Big Al. No, rest assured, Big Al does show up again later on in the show. He kind of chews the scenery a lot. I mean, that's the point of the character. But he will show up again after we get some more time with our player characters and we get some time to finish out the mystery. But as we transition into the next mystery, you will get to see more of Al. So rest assured, he will be coming back. We did receive another comment from one Wesley Kirby on YouTube, who happens to play Jim on the show. Pretty awesome cowboy. Yeah, I bet you think your character is awesome, Wesley. Good for you. Hey, if you like our show and you would like to be featured in this section of the show, head over to my personal YouTube channel or our Spotify account. or wherever you happen to be listening to the show. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Any questions, comments, or concerns about the show could be featured right here. That about wraps up this section of the show. Again, thank you so much for listening, and let's get back to the show. So the Pump and Go gas station in Lynch's Crossing is a pretty large gas station. They call themselves a convenience store. It's a gas station. But you can get pizza. They're like really expensive, cheap tasting pizza and hot dogs. And they've got a slushy machine that is sometimes operational. And they almost entirely staff the place with elderly women and teenagers. You get the feeling that at any point you could walk into the building and see someone close to the cradle or close to the grave. It's a coin flip. Today, you happen to run into a young Archie Langley. And I'm going to say 1 through 4, Barney, 5 through 8, Gigi, 9 through 12, Jim, and Mike. Mike.
Wow. Like Mike Orris? Except.
But yeah, Jim and Mike. That is 6. So, Gigi, you enter the Pump and Go gas station first, and aside from the attendant at the counter and like some kids in the corner of the gas station eating a pizza, it seems to be just you. What do you do?
They're gonna walk over to the slushy machine, see if it's working.
The sometimes working slushy machine is odds or evens?
Even.
Broken today. They do, however, in the frozen section, they do have some pre-mixed smoothies and milkshakes.
They're just gonna let out a little. Damn it! They're gonna walk over to the cooler. They're gonna get out a smoothie, and they're gonna walk over, like grab like a bag of chips, walk up to the counter, pay for it.
Okay.
Gigi, put those chips back.
Oh, yep. Won't be eating tonight.
No, you will eat. Grab the Fuego Takis.
Why the Fuego? Those are gross.
That is the reason.
They throw the chips, like, not even in the right place. They throw them back on the shelf. They're clearly pissed off. They
Wait, Gigi. I changed my mind.
Oh, no. What do you want?
Funyuns.
Those aren't as bad. Okay, I can settle with that one. Jesus Christ. They pick up the bag of Funyuns, and they have their smoothie, and they walk up to the counter, and they kind of, like, slam the smoothie and toss the Funyuns on the counter, and they kind of just roll their eyes.
And the boy behind the counter is just kind of scanning your items in. He's like, okay, so that's going to be $7.50. Are you a rewards member?
No, don't really care to be.
Well, if you sign up for the rewards program, you get those Funyuns half off.
I don't really like Funyuns that much.
Why are you buying Funyuns?
Because I can.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you look. Are you a college student?
Yeah. Why?
Well, did you know that you can get 10% off your order as a college student if you have your student ID on you?
I might have it. Hold on. And they like dig in their tote bag and they toss it on the counter and they're like, "Do you need to like see it? Show it to the what?"
I just needed to see that you had a student ID. That's really it's just a button that you press, so that you get your 10% off. Yeah. So it's yeah.
And they hand a $10 bill over the counter too.
Thank you very much. And he runs it through the till, and do you want this in a bag?
Sure, I guess.
Paper or plastic?
Never mind, I'll just take it.
Okay. And he pushes your smoothie and your chips over to you. Thank you for shopping at Pump and Go. Have a nice day.
You too. And they kind of like awkwardly grab the Funyuns and they walk away from the counter.
That was hilarious.
To you, maybe that shit was horrible.
That is why I picked the Funyuns.
Because you think it's funny?
That is correct.
You think that's funny, but you can't get my joke about books?
Oh yes, the book joke, I remember now. That was humorous.
Yeah, I can be funny too.
The book joke had nothing to do with personal suffering.
No, the Funyuns aren't personal suffering. They're just
The
mid.
conversation was personal suffering.
For you to watch, probably. Jeez. Can I just eat these stupid Funyuns?
Go right ahead.
They're going to open the bag. They're going to realize they forgot a straw. They're going to go over and get a straw.
What flavor smoothie did you purchase?
Strawberry banana. Oh, no. What do you want to know for?
I'm just curious.
Now you know.
We have time to kill.
Maybe.
So how was school today?
You were there. You realized I had to run from English Lit.
I was only there for English Lit.
Yes, and I had to throw a pencil. Do you think that was a good day?
Yes.
To you? I can't take throwing pencils any other day. And now you make me buy Funyuns? At least it wasn't the Talkies. Don't make me buy Talkies next time. Don't put that idea.
Listen. I wasn't even gonna bring up the Talkies again. You're the one who's talking about the Talkies now.
We're over it. Great. Thanks. Let's not do it again. We can stick to the Funyuns, okay?
I'm noticing some animosity here.
Can I just eat the Funyuns?
Of course.
Awesome. And they start slowly eating the Funyuns and they roll their eyes. They huff and they just eat a Funyun.
How old are you, Gigi?
You know this.
Answer the question.
I'm 21.
And you believe a bag of Funyuns is a suitable meal for a 21-year-old human?
I'm in college. It's pretty stereotypical.
I'll take your word for it.
Great. Glad we're on a trust basis like that. I'm just going to eat my dinner.
When I roamed this earth thousands of years ago, a suitable meal for a 21-year-old human was a loaf of bread, olives, cheese, and wine.
We don't have all of that at the Pump and Go.
There is an item called a pepperoni roll on the shelf that is bread, meat, and cheese.
Yeah, it's fairly popular. Why?
It is made with olive oil. That is 3 of the 4 ingredients.
So you're saying pepperoni roll is an adequate meal. That's what you're saying.
Pepperoni roll is the quintessential meal of the people.
For a 21-year-old
For
people.
a 21-year-old human.
Awesome. I'm not buying one.
This is your mistake.
I'm fine with the Funyuns, and the smoothie is great. Next time, how about that?
Do you promise?
They kind of freeze for a minute. They go, sure.
I will hold you to this.
I know you will.
Enjoy your meal, Gigi.
About this time, Jim and Mike, you walk into the Pump and Go gas station.
I drive better than you.
Just because you drive a car and you don't want to sit on the back of a motorcycle, like, this is all you complain about. I get it. You think your 72 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. I think
It's a beautiful car.
we all know that it's a beautiful car, but you just think you're so much better just having this. It's not even the good color blue. It's that robin's egg blue.
You take that back right now, or I'm keeping this relish and not putting it on your hot dog.
You know what? Do it. You won't. Do it. You won't.
Mike walks over. He gets himself a hot dog. He puts all the good fixins on it, which is just mayonnaise. It is a hot dog with just mayonnaise.
Are you doing that stupid mayonnaise on a hot dog thing again?
I am, because it's delicious, and I don't like you.
That is the grossest thing I think I have ever seen. And I've seen a lot of gross things. Do you remember the time that Big Al had me look at his foot? That was disgusting.
I remember having to console you afterwards and give you some good eye bleach.
Yeah. This is worse somehow. Your mayonnaise on a hot dog, it's so bad. So bad.
You know, this was supposed to be a nice date night before we go run around town, and I feel like you're just turning it into a fight.
I'm not the one turning it into a fight. You were fighting when you picked me up. I said, let me drive. I'll drive the motorcycle. We'll show up into town. It'll be all cool. And you were like,
impractical.
How is the motorcycle impractical?
It's a motorcycle. Do you want to end up as a piece of roadkill? Look, if anything hits Sheila, my beautiful light blue car, Sheila's not going down. Whatever hit her is.
Okay, you make a valid argument. The motorcycle... But the thing... I can't sometimes with you. You know that? I cannot. Just get your mayonnaise hot dog or whatever. Whatever.
And Mike reaches into his pocket and pulls out a little thing of relish and hands it to Jim.
And Jim whispers under his breath, I told him that he'd give it to me anyway, but he didn't listen. He was like, no, he wouldn't give it to me. Blah, blah,
And then
blah,
Mike sulks over to go to the register where... Is Archie working the register? Yeah. Where Archie's working the register.
Okay, so with your hot dog, it's gonna... Oh, hi.
Mr. Shirley.
Mr. Shirley.
Archie.
How are you? What brings you to the pump and go today? It was the hot dogs?
It is always the hot dogs, Archie.
It's not your typical taquito today?
Well, frankly, I didn't bring my shower cream with me, or I would have.
I see.
You guys really need... I know you don't run this place. I know you just get paid minimum wage, but you should really tell your boss, shower cream.
I will. I will. For you, Mr. Shirley, I will.
Thank you, Archie. How's your mama doing? How's your parents? How's your folks?
Well,
Mike, I told you to stop asking people how their parents are.
Jim?
Sometimes it's awkward.
No,
Jim?
it's okay. It's okay, Mr. Cowboy.
It's Mr. Cassidy. Thank you.
No, Archie. Archie, you were right, Mr. Cowboy.
Thank you. It's okay. So you know how... I know you haven't been living here very long. You know how people have been kind of like just coming up missing?
Of course.
My mom was one of those people. She... You're going to laugh at me for this. So she's a performer. She... I don't know how to say this without it being...
Was she a stripper?
No, not like that.
No shame. Work is work.
No, she's a clown.
Oh. That's not work. I mean, it is work, but it's also terrifying work.
Mikey, respect the
Jimmy?
boys. I told you, do not call me Jimmy again.
I'm noticing some animosity here.
It's nothing for you to comment on.
Son, how old are you?
16.
You don't need to be witnessing this.
Anyway, yeah, my mom's a clown. She traveled with the circus. And when she disappeared, the only thing that she had on her, her outfit disappeared with her, but she had a little horn, like a bicycle horn, and it stayed behind.
They must not have. They must not have been very horny.
What a foul thing to say.
Michael Shirley, I told you to stop making jokes at other people's expense when it could hurt their feelings.
I know, Archie. Look, I'm sorry. I'm a jaded old man. You shouldn't listen to me,
Mr. Shirley. For what it's worth, my mom would have found it funny.
Good. I hope she would have honked her clown nose at me.
You're pushing it.
Okay, I understand.
Listen,
boundaries,
son. I'm just gonna apologize.
It's okay, Mr. Cowboy. It's fine.
It's Mr. Cassidy, please.
Okay.
You're not old
Aren't you a
enough.
Twitch streamer?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like I've seen a guy that looks like you playing Red Dead Redemption.
Okay, maybe.
Roll me plus cool. Okay. He's like, I definitely feel like I've seen somebody that looks like you, the whole cowboy get up, playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, God, what was your username?
We don't have to talk about that. We don't have to talk about it. But yes, that probably was me.
Ramranch69.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
You are the highest rated gay cowboy on TikTok.
What's it, Jim? What's a tic tac?
Okay, Michael, take your hot dog and go sit down. Let me talk.
Like
to this
your
boy.
your Twitch highlights end up on TikTok constantly.
I know. I know. Sometimes I put them there just a little bit.
It's an honor to meet an internet celebrity.
I wouldn't go as far as celebrity.
A local celebrity at the very least.
I think you're probably the only one in town who watches.
Hey man, the fact that I can go online and I can see your content and then meet you in real life like that, I'm a little starstruck. A little bit.
Well, do you like you ask him for any like?
No.
I'll square up.
No, we're good.
Jim, you can't fight a teenager.
Listen, I'm bad at social situations. I live alone.
Listen,
middle of the woods.
Mr. Cassidy.
Oh.
I just think it's cool. You make online content. I think that's pretty neat. You know what? Your hot dog's in the house.
Thank you, son.
He
maybe.
snuck the relish in.
Maybe I'll give you a shout out.
I don't care, Mr. Shirley.
Maybe I'll give you a shout out on.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Wait, actually, you don't have to do that.
Okay.
That's a smart move, kid. Smart move.
I appreciate the gesture. And I mean this with all the love in the world, Mr. Cassidy, because again, I like your content. I think it's pretty cool. I do not want to be the guy at school that got a shout out from Ramranch69. I have a feeling that might mess with my social credit a little bit. I mean, I'm already the weird guy that goes to the Silver Age Games and Comics and works at the gas station at night. Like, I don't want to have that on my...
Maybe I pushed a little bit. My father always said, don't squat with your spurs on, but maybe I pushed a little bit.
I don't understand what that means, but I feel like it's wise cowboy sage advice, and I'm going to heed it.
It is. Yes, it is.
Don't squat with your spurs on.
I'm going to live by that. Whatever that means.
Don't live by it. Just keep it in your head for when situations come awry.
I will do that. But yeah, so after you get your hot dog and you enjoy your lovely date night meal, Gigi, you get the feeling that these two odd folks that just came into the store are exactly who you're looking for.
Gigi,
Yes, I think I picked up on that.
you see the homosexuals over there.
Yeah, the two arguing over there. Yeah, I see them.
Yes,
They, yeah.
one of them is eating a hot dog with mayonnaise on it.
I see it. It's worse than the Takis. I know.
That is the most cursed thing I have ever seen.
I agree, but we do have to approach these people. So
Be careful.
Gigi is going to kind of fold the bag of Funyuns over and shove it in their bag. Don't want anyone to see the Funyuns.
They're embarrassed of the Funyuns.
And they walk over to, I mean, they shouldn't be. There's someone openly eating a hot dog with mayonnaise on it, but it's fine.
Michael, I told you have to stop putting mayonnaise on the hot dogs in public.
And Jim, I told you that I do not care for how the public sees me, for I am my own man, and I love what I love.
That's fair. You're completely right, and your feelings are valid.
Based cowboy times.
Based cowboy times. But maybe just don't yell about it throughout the whole store next time.
Jim, I think... Who is that?
Gigi points at herself.
Yes,
Yeah.
you young woman who is approaching us,
And kind of standing over our table a little bit.
watching us.
That's Genevieve. You can call me Gigi. I just noticed your dining choices.
It's a hot dog.
I know that much. With mayonnaise.
You know what?
I just had to ask. Sorry.
Would you like to sit down? We can talk about this further.
Yeah,
Jim.
Sure.
Listen, I know you don't like people, but I quite like people a little bit to talk to.
So, cool. And they slide into...
Gigi, put your hand on one of their arms.
They throw their tote bag down. And they kind of make it look like they accidentally dropped it on the floor. And they're going to swipe the side of whoever's on the outside of where they're sitting.
Odds or evens, Alex?
Odds.
So when Gigi swipes her hand against your arm, you suddenly feel as though you are connected to Gigi somehow. And that connection becomes all the more apparent when...
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Mike straightens up. His face does not go pale, but it goes stone cold sober. And he sits there listening, doesn't say a word.
Gigi, I believe the gentleman that you touched can now hear me.
Great.
Just as planned.
Awesome.
Hello there.
And Mike sort of nods his head, something that he could pass off.
Touch the cowboy.
He shakes his head no.
Touch the cowboy.
Gigi kind of
Mike,
just do it. It's
Mike,
not
is
worth
something
it.
is something
Jim?
wrong? What?
Jim,
What?
It will be funny.
Just do it. He thinks it's funny.
Look,
just do it.
I don't do things for my sense of humor. I do things that I think are right and that are just.
Are you guys like talking to each other?
Jim, we're texting under the table. Mind your business.
That's nothing more. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back to eating my hot dog.
Jesus Christ, somebody touch the cowboy. I need this.
Not me. You
Mike
told him.
accidentally kicks Jim's leg under the table trying to adjust.
Hello, cowboy.
What in the tarnation Jesus is going on?
Oh, they're all in on it now.
Now that we're all in Gigi's head,
Great.
allow me to introduce myself. Actually, never mind. We aren't on a first name basis.
Kidding me?
Gigi, shut the up.
Ma'am, can he hear like our thoughts?
Yes.
Yes, I touched you. You kicked him.
I don't.
What did you do?
If it
I
makes
didn't do
you,
it. He did it.
If it makes you feel any better, you can't hear each other's thoughts.
It's not like a hive mind. You're good.
This does not make me feel better
Sorry.
Oh, why not?
because I don't like you, sir.
I don't like him.
You're right to feel that way. Hey, Gigi. Not cool, dude.
Very cool,
You
ma'am.
made me buy Funyuns.
Wait,
I love
pause. Are you upset about Funyuns?
A little.
Okay, but here's the thing. Funyuns
Are hilarious.
It's not.
the man, demon, whatever you are in my head
Demon is fine.
okay, demon.
He
Okay,
appreciates that.
Mr. Demon. My mama always raised me right to treat people right.
I respect that your mother seems like she was a wonderful woman, probably.
She was, but Mr. Demon or just Demon, like first name basis.
Can you just
here?
put them on a first name basis, please?
Yes, my name is Amdusius.
Okay, I'm not going to remember that, nor can I say it.
Deuce is fine.
I will call you Deuce because that's
I
good.
figured you would
But-
like that, Mr. Cowboy.
But Deuce is correct. Funyuns, hilarious.
Hilarious.
And delicious.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Your food opinions are a little.
66% of the people in this conversation like Funyuns, Gigi.
Why did you have the percentage at the ready?
Because there are 3 of you. Can you not do basic math?
Yes, I can do basic
You
math.
are a college student.
Yeah, and I passed my class like a year ago. Do you think I give a shit about math? I'm an English major.
That's fair.
I like books and not Funyuns or mayonnaise, if you've picked up on that.
That's fine. I get it. Yeah. Cool.
So, what did you want them in on?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Get on
The
with
whole
it.
reason why I made you come here. I remember.
Great.
You made her come here?
Yes.
We just came here because
We're
this
on a
is where
date.
we get. Yeah, we're on a date.
Oh,
I
cool.
mean, that's part of the reason you're here, yeah.
Do you have some other purpose for us, Deuce?
I can read your thoughts.
Jim, don't ask him for purpose. I want him out of our heads as soon as possible.
I'll be out of your heads as soon as I feel like it.
Watch it.
Hey, you're making Deuce mad, and
Deuce can get over
I'm
it.
quite fond of Deuce. He's
You're
demons-
fond of a.
Why are you fond of him?
I'm
the
breaking up
demon
with you again.
seems chill. Please
They're
do
break-
not.
Please don't make them break up.
Get your bag out of my house tonight.
It's not in your
my
house.
God.
You picked me up at my house.
I have not done anything.
You started it.
I did not. These marital issues started long
We're not
ago.
married.
They're just a couple, right?
No.
Oh, you're right. No, you're not anymore. Sorry. My apologies. Yeah. Can you just say what you need to say and get out of their heads, please?
The disappearances. I have a feeling that the 3 of you might be able to do something about it.
You know what? I did mean to bring this up to you about the disappearance. You know Al. I work for Al.
I love Al.
Deuce, have you met Al?
I have no
Big
idea
Al?
who you're talking
We don't.
about.
We don't go there.
Oh, okay. So he's the hardware store. He's my boss. He's the hardware store owner.
What is a hardware store?
It's never mind. But he told me that he has a theory on the disappearance. Would you like to hear it and confirm or deny if you know anything?
Yes.
He says that let me just read. I wrote it down on my phone. He says that it's the owls, like the birds. They're demons and they're stealing children. I don't know if they're demons. You would know about that, Deuce. But he says that the owls.
I'm gonna stop you there, Mr. Cowboy.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You just assume I know every demon.
I'm
just busting your balls, Mr. Cowboy.
Okay.
It's fine.
Do you know every demon?
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
I'm not the brightest.
We know,
Do
Jim.
you know every human?
No, I guess.
Checkmate.
I guess that.
Damn.
I guess
There you
that's.
go.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I know a lot of demons.
Yeah.
Like I imagine you know a lot of humans. Actually, no, checking. You live in the woods, so you probably know a ton of humans.
I mean, I know some.
You live in the woods?
I have a yurt in the woods.
Cool.
I actually built it myself.
Oh, that's
Illegally.
It's not illegal. The marshal said I could have it.
so it's not illegal, and we're moving on.
Yes.
Cool.
Anyway, I know some about your pasts through this brief magical interaction. I know that you, Mr. Cowboy, are proficient in the magical arts, yes?
Yeah, I mean, can anybody else hear this? Like, I mean, around us, because like that's
No,
kind of a
I'm
secret.
in your head.
Okay.
It's just
yes,
us.
I
It's
can.
just us.
But yes, I do know me some magic.
And you...
Yes, demon.
You can call him Deuce. He
No.
told me. Oh, okay.
I'd rather walk through hell with bare feet on broken glass than give this scum the respect of a name.
I don't know. Deuce seems kind of cool.
No, honestly, I respect it. I respect this human's opinion of my people. It's totally fine and not racist at all.
So they're okay.
But it's cool, whatever. I respect it. Demon, you know, game appreciates game, as it were. Anyway, I know about your past, too, and I know you would like that kept secret. But you have some history with this kind of work when it comes to sussing out the paranormal, as it were.
And I can do my job without any interference.
Oh, don't you worry. I have no intentions of interfering with your life or Mr. Cowboy's life. My services are Gigi's cross to bear.
She's a kid, practically.
It was
Ma'am, how old are you?
21. It was my fault. Let's not talk about it.
Anyway, moving on. There is a fourth. Another one of you with their own particular talents. The four of you will solve this disappearance mystery.
Is that an order?
No. An order would imply that I have any control over whether or not it happens. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's not an order, it's a premonition.
I don't see much difference myself.
Well, let me describe it to you, human. An order is when I am forcing you to do something.
Okay, Demon. Okay. So you want us to team up, find this kid?
Uh-huh.
What interest does a demon like you have in this situation? Wouldn't you want more kids to go missing?
No.
Hey, Michael. I think you should just let Deuce talk. And by the way, you can call me Jim since we're,
Don't give him your name.
Listen, he already knew it. He can read my thoughts. Listen,
But now you've given him...
I'm not as stupid as you think I am.
I like Jim.
Jim, it seems.
Jim is one of the good ones, Gigi.
Yeah. Agree.